There we go. Hey everyone, how are you? This next video that I'm going to be doing, it'll be a series of them now, easy, medium difficulty, and difficult videos with regard to core. I've had a few requests, and I think that some people can probably benefit from working with some or all of these. Now, one of the problems with doing video is that when you create a program, I'm just going to plug in my computer. When you create a program, you're sending it out to the world, and you're not actually, as a personal trainer who works one-on-one with people, you're not actually in the same room with them. So a lot of what you do, you're really on your own to figure out where your stopping point is. What am I feeling, right? And so I would send out a caveat with regard to core. Pay attention to, is the muscle actually working? Have I reached a place where another muscle is kicking in? If it does, then you want to stop. And I always say start slow with a minimal number of repetitions, 6 to 8, 8 to 10, and then work your way up. Core muscle is like any other muscle. You really want to make sure that the exercise you're working with is, tough enough that you can exhaust it, 15 repetitions. And then when it becomes easy on that basis, then you can look to a more difficult program for the muscles that you're working. All right. So this particular version of strengthening exercises for core, which I will call easy, has 18 different exercises. Don't get stressed. All of you are thinking 3 sets of 15, 18 exercises. That's going to take me 52 billion hours. Well, no. Because there are so many in this particular routine, we're going to be doing 1 set of each exercise, okay? So it's a little different than what we normally do, where we wind up doing 3 sets of 15. This is going to be 1 set, and the repetitions will be a little higher. We'll fall in somewhere between the 10 to 20 repetition range, but it'll be 1 set. I personally will take it out up to 20 repetitions, unless, of course, I exhaust before I get there, and then I'm going to stop. But for you, as you follow through with this video and you do this on your own, again, there are so many exercises in this particular grouping. Listen to your body, and we're going to do 1 set. Okay? All right. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to silence my phone. I don't need to be getting emails from people right now. Thank you. I appreciate all the feedback. Thanks very much. But right now I'm going to be doing videos. All right, here we go. All right, exercise number 1. What I'd like for you to do, if you have it available to you, is to bring in your stability ball. Sometimes known as a Swiss ball, sometimes known as a physio ball. All right? All right. Now, if you do not have one of these lovely balls, the other version of this is to do the exercise slightly different, and I'll explain it on this one version without an exercise ball. Okay? All right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to lay on our back. Ugh. All right. Flat back. Grab the ball. All right. Now, sometimes when you have tights on or slippery pants, it's hard to grab the ball. But in shorts with shoes on, it's relatively easy to bring in the hamstrings here by grabbing on. All right? So what I want you to do is put your hands down by your side. And we're going to do 10 to 20 of these things. All right? And many of you have done this particular version with me before. Now, without a ball available to you, what you'll do is keep your legs at 90 degrees, and you're going to keep your hands down, and you're going to rotate from side to side, but you're not going to go nearly as far as you would if you had a stability ball. The idea here is to inhale on the way out, exhale on the way in, and engage your oblique muscles in the activity. Okay? All right. So we're going to grab on. There. Hands out, down, flat palms on the ground. All right, inhale. You're going to go over as far as you're comfortable, but not to where the ball needs to follow, just so you feel your core engaged. Exhale. As you exhale, the ball will come up to center. You're going to use your obliques to push the ball. All right, inhale. exhale. This directly activates the muscles in the anterior portion of your body. All right, inhale and exhale. That's number 3. Inhale, exhale. 4. Inhale, exhale. 5. Inhale, exhale. 6. Are we having fun yet? Inhale, exhale. 7. Inhale, exhale. 8. You don't need much room to get this done. Inhale, exhale. 9. Inhale, exhale. 10. So now we've done 5 on each side. Inhale, exhale. 11. Inhale, exhale. 12. Inhale, do you feel your obliques? On this portion, you exhale. Coming up. Inhale, I think that was 13. Exhale. 14. Inhale, exhale. 15. Inhale, exhale. 16. You should feel it right in your obliques. Inhale, exhale. 17. Inhale, exhale. 18. Inhale and exhale. 19. Inhale, exhale. And 20. That wasn't so bad, was it? Now, as I mentioned a minute ago, just as a primer, all this back, up at 90 degrees, the shift is going to be a little bit different if you don't have a ball. You're not going to be going as far, all right? And your core is a little bit more engaged. I mean, this is a more advanced version of it because there's a lot of work that has to be done to keep your hips up and the ball the back flat. Okay, next. All right. So this one that we're going to do next is opposite of a 4-point drawing in maneuver. Normally, and the way I've taught it in the past, the 4-point drawing in maneuver, and many of you are familiar with this with me, is to come up on all fours, make sure your hips and knees are lined up, and your hands and your hands are underneath your shoulders, and we're going to exhale and draw the navel into the spine. Some of us have wrist issues, arthritis, myself in my hands. So I'm going to give you a different version of this that works just as well, but there's no strain on the wrists. Okay? Now, down on the back. Got it? Tilt your pelvis towards your spine. Hands are flat. So from this position here, you're going to inhale, exhale, and as you exhale, you're going to push your spine into the floor and tighten everything up in here. TVA, which is your transverse abdominis, everything is tilted and everything is tight. So you'll achieve the same thing, only there's no strain on your wrist. Okay? And relax. That's one. Tilt, tuck, tighten, exhale. Nice and tight. 1, 2, 3, relax. Tilt, tuck, tighten, exhale. 1, 2, 3, relax. That was fun, wasn't it? Let's do it again. Inhale, tilt, tuck, tighten. Exhale, back is flat. Draw it in. 1, 2, 3, relax. Now, one thing you need to pay attention to is taking your toes and curling up like kitten paws inside of your shoes or on the floor. Try not to do that. Try to relax your feet, okay? Tilt, tuck, tighten. Exhale. squeeze, flatten it to the floor. 1, 2, 3, relax. So you're essentially taking your body and going to the floor. Got it? So tuck, tighten, exhale. 1, 2, 3, relax. Inhale, tilt, tuck, tighten, squeeze. 1, 2, 3, tight. Is it tight? Can you feel it? And relax. Okay. So how do we know all of this is working? We're going to keep doing this, but I want to give you a little mid-exercise check. Take your fingers, find your hip bones, and then I want you to move them in from your hips towards the center of your body, 1 inch, and I want you to poke, okay? When you're in a relaxed position, it's a little gelatinous, right? You could pounce around on it. So as you inhale, exhale, tilt and tighten, what you're going to feel is that strip of muscle gets taut, okay? Let's play with it for a second. So bounce, bounce, bounce. Tilt, tuck, tighten. Bounce, bounce. It doesn't bounce as much. You know that your TVA is actually working. All right? That's how you check it. Okay? Inhale, exhale, fingers on your TVA. Tilt, tuck, and feel it tighten. 1, 2, 3, relax. We need that muscle to work always to alleviate lower back pain. The stronger your core, the less you're going to feel in the backside of your body. So it has to do less work. Tilt, tuck, tighten. Exhale. And go. 1, 2, 3. Relax. Can I get 3? Oops, that's 4. Can I get 3 more? It's actually 3 more. All right. Inhale, exhale, tilt, tuck. 1, 2, 3. Relax. Inhale, exhale, tilt and tuck. 1, 2, 3. Relax. 1 more, and we're moving on. Inhale, exhale. 1, 2, 3. Relax. Now, feel free on your own if you want to expand this video on your own to do up to 3 sets of that. I'm fine with it. But because we have so many, I'll be here for 6 hours doing exercise with you, which I know many of you would love. But we want to move forward. Okay, on this next exercise that we're going to do, it's called an abdominal draw-in with knee to chest. Okay? All right, I'm going to have you lay on your back. Okay? Hands flat. And you're going to rotate your hips towards your face. All right, so you're all engaged here. Keep it there. Bring your knee up towards your chest, but don't touch. Okay. Bring it down, keeping everything engaged. Up and down. Up and down. The idea is back is flat, pelvis is tilted toward face. Nothing changes in this position. Okay? So we're going to do a few of these. Are you ready? Here we go. Start with the left leg. Hands flat. Go. Lift. Up and down for 1. Keep it flat. Up and down for 2. Everything should be tight here. Up and down for 3. Up and down for 4. Up, down for 5. Check your TVA. Up, down for 6. Up, down for 7. You got this. Up, down for 8. If you feel like you're exhausting and you can't keep it tight, stop doing it. And down for 9. Up and down for 10. I'm taking this one out a ways. Up and down for 11. Are you flat? Up, down for 12. Up and down for 13. Up and down for 14. Up and down for 15. Check it out. Is it still tight? Up, down for 16. Up, down for 17. Up, down for 18. Up, and down for 19. Up, down for 20. Down. All right, everybody, rest. Stretch out the bottoms of your feet. Come forward. Oh, okay. Okay, next. Sorry about that. I had to stretch my calves out. They get a little bit tight. All right, next one. Same positioning here. We're going to lay on the floor. Try to make sure that your desk bed is not your stability ball at the moment. All right. So from here, what we're going to do, laying out flat, abs tight, is we're going to draw the heel. Now, if you're on a yoga mat, this gets to be a little problematic. So I'm going to come up a little bit. All right. We're going to keep the back nice and flat, tilted toward the floor. And we're going to bring the heel in and out. It's hard to do with shoes. And in and out. The idea of doing a heel slide is that you actually rudimentarily not only keep your back lined up, but you're engaging your hamstrings in this particular exercise. Got it? Okay, so let's do it. Ready? Nice and flat. And this is the one exercise that I would say is better without shoes, but it can be a real pain. Number 2, keep your back flat. Tilt and tuck. But taking them off and putting them on mid-exercise is sometimes a pain. And down. And up. Nice and slow. We don't do this hard. Now, one thing to remember is to keep your neck completely neutral. What happens sometimes, as hard as this exercise is we want to make our head go up and our chin towards the back. Don't do that. All right? Nice and slow and steady wins this particular race. Keep your feet flexed and down. And up and down. Feel your core. Up and down. And up. And down. I know this is not an easy exercise, and it's a little wearing on those hamstrings. Up and down. Check your core, and up and down. Give me a couple more for fun. Up and down, and up and down. All right, up we go. Okay, next. Oh, okay. On your back, knees up. So from this particular position, I'm going to come on the side so you can see. It's really important to see the ankle. Okay? Good. All right. What I want you to do is find the flat back spot. All right? Bring your knees in close enough. And if you feel like this is beyond you at this point, skip forward with the next exercise and come back to this when you're stronger. All right? Legs at 90. So all you're going to do here is keep everything tight. You're going to bring it in and out to 90. In, out to 90. In, out to 90. You're not going very far, but you're going to feel a lot of core here. And out to 90. In, out to 90. In, out to 90. All in here. In, out to 90. Stop when you feel your back kick in. In, keep it tight. Out to 90 and in, out to 90. You probably won't get too many of those out in the beginning. My struggle is always personally, at what point is my back doing work versus is that just a stretch that I feel? Really pay attention to that. You really need to feel your core engaged in that particular exercise. Okay? Next. I do like that one. On my list. We're going to do a very simple stretch now. Part of this particular exercise that we just did is that we want to now stretch out some of the stuff we just worked. So knees up, feet down, hands on the floor. Take your feet and knees, bring them together, and we've done this before, many of us, a nice long supine stretch. Stack everything, keep it together. Don't let your feet slide off or out of position, and we're just going to stretch. This is probably one of the best stretches for lumbar spine ever created. Inhale, exhale, tighten your core. Just relax into it. Now, you might find that you're so tight in this position that your leg only comes down a couple of inches. This is one to work on. All right? There is this one stretch that is involved, with this particular group of easy exercises. or I call them easy, but you may not. Switch over to the other side. We're going to do this one twice because stretching feels so good. I actually do this stretch before I get out of bed a lot of times in the morning. My feet feel better when I hit the ground. Keep the shoulder on the opposite side plastered down as much as you can as you roll it back. It'll give you more of a stretch and open up. One more time each side. Square your knees and your feet. Bring that shoulder back on the opposite side. If you have some tightness anywhere, you'll feel it. You can do this. You can do these stretches. You can do these exercises. By way of things happening in the world, we can control what we can control. And how we treat our body is what we can control. If we take care of the vessel that we're gifted, it will perform for us for a very long time. Remember, we evolved as working organisms, which means that our bodies do better when they move. Good job. Bring it up. Ugh. Be kind to yourself today. Okay, so this next particular core exercise is a plank. There are a couple of different versions for this, and we're going to be doing these on our elbows, not our hands. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate both, and you pick the one that works for you. Okay. All right. Now, again, you can do any number of repetitions of these things. I'm doing one set of each because, well, as I said, we'd be doing this all day long. So, a couple different ways to do planks. The first and more remedial way is to come down on your elbows, just like this, on the floor, and then just come up this way, okay? You're just going to get yourself off the ground. What am I leaning on right now? My knees, okay? I'm actually using my knees. Now, if you want to find your core, come up a little bit high, butt in the air, and then tilt your pelvis forward and bring it down until you really feel the core engage. You might feel a little shaky here, and that's absolutely fine. Start here. If this is where you get the most engagement in your core, trust me, you'll feel it in this position, okay? Now, we each have to find our own level with core. It's always that way. The other version is for people who have been practicing core for a while. And I say practicing core, working with their core for a while. Stick them up on your knees, use your elbows, come up high, and then come down, tilt your pelvis forward, same thing, and you're in this position here in the plank position, okay? Those are the two different ways we can work with core. Now, if you feel it anywhere in your low back when you do this particular exercise, please come down on your knees and make a hill. The hill is just this way. You're just a little bit off the ground, right? But a lot of the work is still done in the core. You're still going to feel it, all right? Work with the level that works best for you, okay? If you reach beyond where you're supposed to be, opposite muscle will kick in, and you could get hurt, okay? So listen to your body. All right, so now we're going to come up, and I'm actually going to do the one on my knees because that's kind of where a lot of you are with regard to this type of exercise, okay? All right, so hands down, knees down, okay? Come up high, tilt your pelvis forward, find your happy place here, and we're going to hold it. Ready? 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, stop when you need to, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Felt great, isn't it? So, I lied. We're going to do this 2 more times. Why? Well, core work feels so good. It really does. An engaged, healthy core helps you stand up a lot taller. All right? So come up on your elbows. Sorry about that. Not. All right, up. Either you're on your toes or you're on your knees. Bring it down, tilt your pelvis forward, either way. Counting down. 15, 14, 13, 12. How you feeling? 11, 10, 9, 8. Listen to your body. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and quietly, gently down. Doesn't that feel good? So in this position, you get to stretch it out a little bit in between the sets that you're doing. All right, let's do one more set. After this, we're going to play with the side bridge. Now, I would like the caveat for this particular exercise is if it feels weird in your shoulder or it feels weird in your back when you're doing this, do not do this next exercise after we do this next set. Skip it, okay? You can always get in touch with me and I can recommend a variation of it, all right? But I just want to make sure everybody's paying attention to their body, and if it doesn't feel right, don't do it, okay? Especially if there's nobody like me sitting around watching your form, okay? All right, ready? Up in the air. Bring it down. Find that spot where your core is engaged, and we're counting it down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Having fun? 7. I am. 6, 5, 4. Core check. 3. Keep it tight. 2, and 1. Now, this particular core exercise can be held up to a minute. I know that seems like a huge amount of time. But once you've got strength, basic strength at 15 seconds, you can expand that out a few seconds each time, as long as you still have the same engagement, to really work with your core. All right? And find what feels good with regard to, to borrow a phrase, with regard to whether you're on your knees or on your toes. Okay? Now, the next one I really want you to be careful with. All right? All right. So there's a couple ways to do this. Okay? We are going to come up on our elbow, not our hands. There are versions where you're up on your hands, but we're not going to do that. We're also going to be either knees or feet. Okay. Personally, I do knees. All right. All right. So the first version for people who are a little bit more advanced is to put the hand in front, lift up on the elbow. All right. And come here. And you're going to be perfectly flat, perfectly straight, holding yourself up. You've got a little triangle thing going on here. Got it? All right. That's version number 1. All right. Version number 2, for those of us who are really beginning and exploring tougher exercises. But again, this is technically an easy core exercise. Arm is right underneath your shoulder. Bend your legs so that you're at, and I know you can't see it here, but you want to be straight, okay? And your feet are back, and your hand is here. So as you assist yourself in lifting, okay, you're going to put your hand here so that you can see that your elbow is on your hip and your body is straight up to the sky, all right? Good. So that's the demonstration for each side. We are going to go ahead and do this exercise. I'm going to count it out to 15 seconds, okay? We're going to do it on each side of our body, all right, twice, okay? Work in your own level, all right? Here we go. We won't be doing this 3 times. This is a really tough exercise. If all you have is 6 seconds, 1 set on each side, that's all you got. It's okay. And again, remember, if this creates any kind of issues, stop doing it, okay? Good. All right, I am going to be on my knees. All right, here we go. And lift and hold. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. You know what I like to say that this helps, and there are those of you out there who don't know what I'm talking about, but those of you that do, there's a thing that happens with women. We get a lot of like stuff, like overage, underneath in here. This actually helps to firm up the overage. Okay? All right, here we go. One more set. Come up, steady, up. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, core in, 9, 8, 7, listen to your body, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if down the line you want to do 3 sets of this, stop the video and do the 3rd set. Okay? So now here's where you'll be able to really see the lining up. All right? So, go down on your elbow. Your elbow is underneath. You'll feel on the other side now tight because we did work already. Okay? Hand is going to be here. First you push up. Ready? Here we go. Lift. Hand here. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Count it down. 7. Check your core. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Are you feeling accomplished? I certainly am. Good work. Today you're taking care of yourself. That's important. No one is going to give that to you. No one. You need to take that for you. All right. And the better you are at caring for yourself, the better you are able, the more you are able to care for others. All right. One more time. Let's go. Lift up. Bend the knees. Hands on the hip. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Woo. All right. Side bridging is awesome. Next, we're going to lay down on our tummies. All right, keep the list with me. I love these. This is just a stretch. Okay? Feet behind, toes out, hands right by your side. Got it? All right. From here, it's actually a yoga stretch. Squeeze your glutes together, and I want you to lift. It's easier to lift, you will notice, if you squeeze your glutes together before you do. Okay? Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5. Down. We're only going to hold for 5 seconds. We're going to keep doing this for a little bit. Ready? Squeeze those glutes and lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5. Now, if you try to do this without squeezing your glutes together, it's not nearly as effective, okay? We're squeezing and conditioning the glutes to take away from the low back, okay? Squeeze your glutes together and lift. Press. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5. I do so love this stretch. It's actually an exercise. All right, one more time. Squeeze and press. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and rest. Okay. I think maybe we'll do one more of those. Didn't they feel so good to you? Got to stretch out your hip flexors and the entire front of your body. Yep, and we kind of, with this exercise, you kind of help to activate the right muscles to help you stand up tall and have the right muscles work when you move. All right? Okay. Hands one more time. Ready? 5 seconds. You can do this. You can do anything for 5 seconds. All right? Squeeze your glutes together and up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5. Good job. All right. We're going to take this a little bit more aggressively. All right. Now, lay down on the mat. Hands behind. This is called a prone cobra. I love this one. Again, now we are aggressively working on the glutes, making them stronger so that the lumbar spine area doesn't have as much pain. We need to strengthen your core, which includes your glutes, in order to help your back. Okay? All right. So in this position here, hands are up behind, head is down. Again, we're going to squeeze those glutes. Got it? And press up. 10, 9, 8, 7. Squeeze the shoulder blades. 6, 5, and down. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze the glutes and lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5. We're going to do these a few times. Isn't that the best exercise? Some of you are laughing because I say that a lot. All right. Squeeze the glutes and lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5. Oh, God, that's the best. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze the glutes and lift. 10, 9, 8, 7. I feel like a fish out of water. 6, and 5. And down. 2 more. Squeeze and lift. 10, 9, 8, 7. Maybe we'll do 3 more. 6, and 5. Okay, 3 more and then we'll be done with it. Squeeze and lift. 10, 9, 8, 7. Oh, it feels good. 6, and 5. 2 more. Squeeze and lift. 10, 9. Get those shoulder blades together. 8, 7, 6, and 5. So what are we essentially doing here? We're squeezing the upper back muscles and the lat muscles. We're working these muscles. We're strengthening all that stuff to alleviate the pain in the lower back. All right. Squeeze, tilt your pelvis, lift, and up. 10. Last one. 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5. And come to a rest. All right. Next. Oh, these are good ones. Okay. This is, I call it Superman. And basically, what we're going to do, and there's a couple of versions of this, opposite leg, opposite arm, and Superman on the floor. And I suggest, with regard to this exercise, I'm going to give you both versions, but pick one. You're either going to be somebody who's beginning and laying on the floor, or you feel like you want to be up a little bit more and get more of a balance element. So just pick one of these 2 exercises to do. We don't want to overstress the muscles that we're trying to strengthen. Okay? All right. So hands out, head down. What you're going to do is you're going to lift your right arm, squeeze your left glute, and lift the left leg. Got it? Up and then down. Squeeze and then down. Got it? It's opposite leg, opposite arm, flat on the floor. The beauty of this particular version of the exercise is your back is protected. For those of you with lumbar issues, stay on the floor, work this exercise, until you know that you can move forward onto the next one. Okay, otherwise you're going to arch your back on the opposite leg, opposite arm, and you're going to wind up with more rather than less discomfort. Okay, so arms out, legs out, let's get started. All right, so you're going to lift the right arm and the left leg, making sure that your glute is contracted. All right, lift and squeeze. 1, head goes with shoulder. Lift and squeeze. 2, lift and squeeze. 3, lift and squeeze. 4, lift and squeeze. 5, lift and squeeze. 6, lift and squeeze. 7, are we having fun yet? Lift and squeeze. 8, lift and squeeze. 9, lift and squeeze. 10, how's that hammy? Lift and squeeze. 11, we can do this. Lift and squeeze. 12, lift and squeeze. 13, lift and squeeze. 14, lift and squeeze. 15, one more, lift and squeeze. And that's 16, rest. Wasn't that fun? Okay, so now we're going to do this one more time, and then I'm going to do the other exercise. Those of you who are staying with this can rest through it or fast forward. Okay? All right, here we go. Let's start this time for fun with the left arm. Ready? Left arm, right leg. Squeeze that right glute. Lift and squeeze for 1. Lift and squeeze for 2. Lift and squeeze for 3. Lift and squeeze for 4. Lift and squeeze for 5. You can do this. Squeeze. 6. Squeeze. 7. Squeeze. 8. Squeeze. 9. Come on. Squeeze. 10. Squeeze. 11. Squeeze. 12. Squeeze. 13. We got to 16. Squeeze. 14. How are those glutes? Squeeze. 15. One more. Squeeze. And 16. All right. So the rest of you who are not going to move forward with this next exercise can sit and watch. And there are those of you who may want to try this. I'm only going to do, in the interest of my own back strength, one set of these, though I do love these exercises. All right. So in this exercise, you're going to do a draw-in maneuver, which is to suck your navel to your spine. Make sure that you're square tabletop position. Got it? You're going to flex your feet, not point them. All right? In this position. Then you're going to take the right arm, as your navel is already contracted in, and you're going to reach out. And your left leg, reach out. We also call this bird dog. Okay? You can look this one up too. Bring it in and out. Now, there's a couple of ways to do the head with this. You can bring it in and raise your leg and then come out. Got it? And in and out. What I prefer to see is bringing it in and out, keeping the head neutral and the back flat. In and out. Got it? In and out. Keep the core engaged. That's the key here. Feel the glute engage in the back. And in. You do not arch your back with this. Keep it flat. That's what makes this tough. Those of you with rough hands or arthritis or cysts in the wrist will not be able to do this particular exercise, and that's okay. There are those of you, though, who like this challenge. All right, here we go. Lift the left arm and the right leg. Get that glute squozen back there. Good. And in, keep the neck neutral. And out. And in. And out. And in. You can pick your version in future run-throughs on this video. And in and out. Keep the core tucked. In and out. And in and out. And in and out. Are you engaged? In and out. How's that glute? In and out. I do love how that feels. Okay. Rest for a minute. Grab some water if you need it. Mine's up there. I'm not going to go get it right now. And we'll move on to the next exercise. This particular next exercise has been called a number of things. A bridge or supine butt lift. Okay? They both basically are the same exercise. All right? Bridges can and should be included to some extent in all of your workouts. I adore them. They are fabulous for stretching out the fronts of the body and working the glutes and just kind of making sure that your basket is straight on and holds all of your stuff. Okay? All right, great. So all we're going to do here, arms aside. All right, knees up, feet down. You've done this a million times if you're with me. Okay? Simple bridges. And I've got several versions I want to work through a little bit here. What you're going to want to do is pick one that you like, pick one that works for you, pick one that's effective. Stick with that for a while. And then you can add the other versions I'm going to give you going forward. All right, so there are different selections of bridge work that will work your glutes going forward. The stronger your glutes, the stronger your core, the less your back will bother you. Okay? All right, so first one is hands down at your side, knees up, feet down. Tilt your pelvis forward, and you're going to lift and stretch and hold it. And bring it down. So it's a 3-second hold. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and lift. 3. Keep it tight. 2, 1, and down. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and press. 3, 2, 1, and down. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and lift. 3, 2, 1, and down. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and lift. 3, 2, 1, and down. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and lift. 3, 2, 1, nice and tight, and down. Stretch the front of those legs, and lift. 3, 2, 1, and nice and slow down. Get that work in there. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and squeeze those glutes. 3, 2, 1, and down. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and lift. 3, 2, 1, and down. Give me 3 more. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and lift. 3, 2, 1, and down. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and lift. 3, 2, 1, and down. I got a couple more in you. Come on. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and squeeze. How are they? 3, 2, 1, and down. One more. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and lift. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Now, I'm going to be teaching several versions, as I said, of bridges. For you to do every single one of these, and repeat them 15 to 20 times, you probably won't be able to move the next day. And that's not, you lose the point of that. So what I suggest is pick one that works for you, because these are all they're on the easy range, and then do at least 3 sets. And you can do 15 to 20 repetitions in 3 sets of these. And that, as I work through this video, will be what you do. Okay? All right? The second version of this is also technically an easy one, but for many of us, including myself, a little more difficult. Okay? Hands down by your side. What you're going to do is you're going to, and I'm just going to, this is a tough one for me, so I'm going to tilt, tuck, tighten, and lift. 1. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and lift. 2. Okay? That was the demonstration. Okay? So leg up, back flat. Now, you'll notice that the closer your knee is to your chest, the flatter your back is. Okay? And what you're going to want to do with this is to press through the heel as you come up. All right? So here we go. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and lift. 1. Bring it down. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and lift. 2. Bring it down. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and lift. 3. Bring it down. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and lift. 4. Bring it down. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and lift. 5. Bring it down. That knee comes closer to you as you go up. And lift. Bring it down. 6. Give me 4 more. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and lift. Bring it down. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and lift. Bring it down. A couple more. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and lift. Bring it down. 1 more. And lift. Bring it down. Now, before we switch to the other side, I will say that this particular version and a more advanced version of this exercise on a stability ball is awesome for people who run. Okay? It is technically called, in my running world, a hamstring push-up. Okay? All right. So here we go. Other side. Leg up. Hands down. And push. 1. And push. 2. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and push. 3. And push. 4. And push. 5. Push. 6. And push. 7. And push. 8. Check where you're at with this one. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and push. 9. We need 1 more. Tilt, tuck, tighten, and push for 10. So this one's a little tougher, but if you've moved on from double leg bridges to a single leg hamstring push-up, and this can be the one that you choose to do several sets of. Okay? Next. Oh, I do so love this one. This is a bridge that you hold up, and we do it as a march. I think everybody could do this one. All right? All right, so what we're doing here. All right, let me get settled here real quick. Hold on. All right. Great. All right, so we're going to go into the bridge. Got it? Press through your hands. Through your shoulder down. All right? You're going to come up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Press through the heel. 5. Got it? This is a great exercise. Okay? Let's try it. I know a few of you out there that beyond the bridge, this is perfect for you. Okay? All right. Ready? Tilt, tuck, tighten, and lift and squeeze. Bring the right leg up and march. Down. Up. 1. Up. Up. 2. Up. Keep it up there. Up. 3. Press through the heel. Up. Up. 4. Up. Up. 5. Up. Up. 6. Up. You got this. Up. 7. Up. Up. 8. Up. Up. 9. Up. Up. 10. Rest. We're going to do one more set of this because I happen to believe in this quite a bit. All right. Very nice. How you feeling? That exercise should have risen your heart rate just a bit. Catch your breath. All right, we're going to do one more set of these, then we're going to move on. All right, here we go. We're almost done. On your back. I love core exercise. Okay. Tilt, tuck, tighten, lift into your bridge. And up. Up. 1. Up. Up. 2. Up. Up. 3. Up. Up. 4. Up. We're going to 10. Up. 5. Up. Up. 6. Up. Up. 7. Up. Push. Up. 8. Stop when you need to. 9 or 8. This is 9. And 1 more. Now, has anybody ever had trouble counting and talking at the same time? That would be me. That should feel really good. You actually should feel a little bit of fatigue in your glute muscles. That's a really good thing because the stronger those muscles are, the less you're going to feel it in your lumbar spine. All right, now, the last of the couple that I want to play with. I actually am only going, there's 2 versions of this particular exercise. I'm only going to do one because I feel strongly that without proper supervision, this particular exercise could go bad in the hips fairly quickly. Okay? So what we're going to do here, and that's, if you're with me or you're with somebody, a trainer that can watch over, then I can see that this would be a good thing. But I want to pick the safest way to do this possible at home. That's always been my video conundrum, is that I'm not there. All right. I would say that if you're curious and you need a little bit more direct instruction, I am available through Zoom, through Whereby, through Facebook Portal, and through Skype, and can set up time to talk to you. All right? All right, so hands on your hips. Got it. Feet are lined up, abs nice and tall. Make sure your core is engaged here. So all we're going to do is march. 1, 2, 3. Got it? All right. So, and there's a reason why I'm not doing the other version. I'm just too worried about your hips. Okay? So here we go. Lift 1, lift 2, lift 3, lift 4, lift 5. It's not easy. Lift 6, lift 7, lift 8, lift 9, lift 10, lift 11, lift 12, lift 13. Don't stop if you feel like you can't balance. Lift 14 and 15 and 16 and 17. You're going to feel it here. 18 and 19 and 20. It's amazing how much you will feel this in your core as you are lifting your legs. It's not a bad thing. All right? You should feel pretty good at this point. All right. You can rotate a little bit on the ball, check out your spine, see how it feels. You should feel pretty solid right now. All right. Last set of everything, and then we're done. We got you through an hour of core. That's amazing, right? It really is. All right, here we go. Ready? Lift. Keep the core engaged. Lift. 2. Lift. Lift. 3. Lift. Lift. 4. Lift. Lift. 5. Lift. Lift. 6. Lift. Woohoo! Lift. 7. Lift. Lift. 8. Lift. Lift. 9. Lift. Lift. 10. Lift. You can do this. Lift. 11. Lift. Lift. Let's go to 15. 12. Lift. Lift. 12. Lift. 13. Lift. 14. Lift. And lift for 15. Take a break. I lied. We're going to do one more closing set. You can do this. Okay? You are awesome. You've stuck with me. You've followed me through with cats and everything else. You can do this. You ready? All right, here we go. I'm empowered. All right, let's roll. Let's start with the left leg lift. And lift. Keep the core engaged. Lift. 1. Lift. Lift. 2. Lift. Lift. 3. Tuck it. Lift. Lift. 4. Lift. Lift. 5. Lift. Lift. 6. Lift. Lift. 7. Lift. Lift. 8. Lift. Lift. 9. Lift. Lift. 10. Lift. Lift. 11. Lift. Lift. 12. Lift. Lift. 13. Lift. Lift. 14. Lift. Lift. 15. Okay. And so, my dears, everybody, thank you so much for all your attention and your hard work today. Everybody, enjoy your day. Go forth, feel empowered, and know that you're doing great things for yourself. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.